Buster Douglas sent shockwaves through the boxing business when he knocked out Mike Tyson. But when he almost had a negative shock, which would have been a body blow to boxing. At the end of 9 rounds, unbelievably, one Japanese judge had the fight even. Another one had Mike Tyson 1 point ahead. If the fight would have continued and Mike Tyson's hand was raised, there would have been chaos and it would have been a shame. You know, we have to talk about these judges. Where do they get judges? What are the requirements? How do you become a judge? It's a very responsible job. Do you realize that when a fight ends and the announcer says, and the winner is, that affects a lot of people's lives. The fighter, the trainer, the manager, their families. It's a very, very responsible job. Years ago, I had a guy fight. I went down to the commission and I complained to the commission. I said, what makes this guy qualified to be a judge? The commissioner said, he says he boxed in the Navy. I said, well, did you get any kind of a document, a newspaper clipping? He said, no, he says he boxed in the Navy. That made him a judge. Nowadays, we have women judges, and I don't say they're any worse than the men. But what can their qualifications be? That they love boxing, they've seen a lot of fights. Every one of you could probably qualify to be a judge because you love boxing and you watch a lot of fights. But don't go down to the commission and put in an application. Let's face it, it's a political job. It's a friend of a friend. What we need is good, competent judges. The commissioner should really interview these guys, a 1-hour oral examination, and after they get appointed a judge, you should police them. And if their scores are a lot different than the other guys, you have to pick them up and get them out of there. It affects the fighter's future. These fighters work very, very hard, and for an incompetent guy to take their future away with a bad score is just terrible. And that's the view from